the Homeless Show. I'm Anessa Chow, and today I'm joined by my co-hosts Darius, Emrith, Ashely, Roopchansingh, and Reisa Singh. And we are the students of the Human Rights Law Clinic of the Hugh Law School.
For our project under the clinic, we decided to undertake the Hope for the Homeless project. The reason why we decided to undertake this project because we realized that it is a topic that is greatly overlooked in society. So by doing this project, we hope to eradicate the baseless perceptions and eliminate the negative stigma that exists against homeless persons.
We believe personally that it is important to highlight the rights which homeless persons possess, which are primarily founded in the law.
And with this in mind, we'll take you all straight into our law segment, so stick around. Okay, hey guys, it's a bright and sunny Sunday, and we are on our way to meet 141 Homeless Foundation on Harris Promenade, San Fernando. Today we would be donating clothes and toiletries, which we gathered in our clothing and toiletries drive. We just want to say thanks to all the students and staff who donated.
Thank you!
It was really overwhelming. We actually got so much, I don't know if you guys could see this, but like we had to put them in our back seats. And Reisa is holding one as well because we got so much stuff it can't even fit in the trunk. So yeah, so we opt to donate and have some fun with the homeless person. So let's do this. Welcome back to the Hope for the Homeless show, guys. Without further ado, let's go straight into the law segment of our show.
Hi everyone. The first issue we'll be discussing is under the Summary Offences Act. Under Section 45C, stipulates that a person commits an offence if they are found loitering in any street or public place and not given a good account of himself. Shouldn't an explanation like "I have no home" be a good account? Homeless persons have no other answer. The Act further stipulates that a person is to pay a fine of $200 or otherwise be imprisoned for a month. Is this provision fair and just? The mandatory nature of this provision creates doubt as to its fairness.
Next, we'll be talking about the Constitution of Trinidad and Tobago, in particular Section 4B and 4D, which deals with broad equality rights. A person's social class and disability is not a listed ground in the introductory clause of the Bill of Rights. Does this mean that a person who is treated differently because he is homeless is not a ground under discrimination? A claim for discrimination is not confined to the grounds stipulated in the introductory clause of the Bill of Rights. That is, grounds based on race, sex, religion, color, and origin. You would realize that these grounds are based on a person's characteristics, which makes them inherently human. That is, it is based on someone's dignity. Chief Justice Iva Aji explains that a claim based on discrimination can be made on a ground analogous to those stipulated in Section 4. Isn't then a social class and disability analogous grounds? They are deeply personal to a human being. Some individuals become homeless and it's not due to their circumstances. If a homeless person is treated differently for the sole reason that he or she is homeless, then this can be discrimination. It amounts to an infringement of human dignity. It is a violation of human dignity to treat a homeless person different on the sole basis of their social standing and disability.
Okay guys, we'll be right back, so stay tuned, there's a lot more good stuff to come. We just reached the promenade and it is pouring rain. But I mean, this just goes to show what the homeless people have to go through.
So sad.
We'll show you a short clip. They are actually just sitting in the rain. It's really a humbling experience to know that we could sit in our car and get shelter, or if we weren't here today, we'd be in our homes getting shelter while they have to stay out here, not knowing where the next meal gonna come from. No shelter to go to in the rain. One homeless person has an umbrella, but the rest just sitting here, you know. They have to basically stay out in whatever weather it is, whether hot sun or pouring rain. So yeah, it's really sad. Homeless persons mentioned to us that they started their lives on the streets, or they turned to the streets after they were released from prison. Now there are 5 objects which constitute the aims of punishment, namely retribution, deterrence in relation to a potential offender, deterrence in relation to a particular offender, preventative, and rehabilitation. The aim of rehabilitation is to rehabilitate the offender so that he may reform his ways and become a contributing member of society. When any other object prevails, rehabilitation should always be considered. The court shall have in their contemplation the question, where will this individual go upon release, or what will he do? In deciding which object of sentencing should predominate in each particular case, the court takes into account the aggravating and mitigating factors of the individual. In this light, the court is guided by the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago Judicial Sentencing Handbook. Under the mitigating factors listed in the handbook, there is no reference whatsoever to an individual's social and economic class.
Now the next piece of legislation we will look at is the Socially Displaced Persons Act. Now this act has been assented to, but it has not yet been proclaimed. What this simply means is that while it is in existence, it is not yet effective. Now this would be an act to provide for the assessment, care, and rehabilitation of socially displaced persons. Now, homeless persons would be captured under the Act. The Act would also provide for a social displacement unit, which would take into account monitoring activities that would be pertinent to the rehabilitation of socially displaced persons. It would also provide for an assessment center, which would make the decision on admitting socially displaced persons to the center. Now, one way of admission may be involuntary, and this may be by a court order where the court themselves consider that a person is in fact socially displaced. Now, like Darius mentioned, rehabilitation is rarely in the court's mind when they sentence an offender. Now, this act would greatly assist the court because prior to sentencing, the court can simply appoint a field officer who would investigate the background of the offender. He would submit his report to the social displacement unit, and if in the social displacement unit's opinion the individual is in fact socially displaced, they can recommend the court to admit the person to the center after he has been released. Now, this would greatly assist the court in achieving their rehabilitation objective. Now, apart from offenders, homeless persons have nowhere to go. So this act would greatly help them change around their lives. So based on discussion, we see that there is a need for this act to be immediately proclaimed, as it is a sufficient step in the right direction of helping homeless persons. Welcome back. Y'all are just in time for our interview segment where we conducted a few interviews with the viewers of our photo essays. So I'll take you all straight to Reisa Singh, who conducted our first interview.
I'm Ramjan, and he's going to talk to us a little bit about the Hope for the Homeless project. What did you think about this project?
Well, I think it shed light on an area that no person would ever choose to venture into. You all practically went out there not knowing what to expect, and you all spoke to homeless people and found out their story. Like, that is an amazing thing that you all did. You all spread awareness about it. Like, no one would ever venture into something like that. So I completely commend you all for that.
Okay, thank you so much. So, has the Hope for the Homeless project impacted your life in any way?
Well, yes, it did. It completely removed. I had this negative stigma towards homeless people. Honestly, I thought they chose to put themselves in that position. But after reading, I think it was an anonymous story by someone who said they got put out of the house because they didn't believe in God. That completely shocked me. I couldn't believe that a family would put someone out of the house and they had to live on the streets because they just didn't believe in God.
Welcome back to the Hope for the Homeless show. Firstly, in achieving our goals, we decided to partner with the 141 Foundation, who mentored us throughout this project.
Next, we held a clothing and toiletry drives at the Hugh Law School for 2 weeks. Thereafter, we created care packages and distributed them along with the clothing at the Harris Promenade, San Fernando.
We also created a photo essay and video series. Our photo essays highlighted the stories and backgrounds of the homeless persons, while our video series featured interviews with 141 Foundation members in working with homeless persons. Our hope is that the general public would view this series and be inspired to see homeless persons in a human light and eradicate their stigma against them.
Finally, we created the picture book in order to solidify the work that we have done thus far. It is our hope that the Hope for the Homeless project would not be the end of eliminating this negative stigma against homeless persons. It is our hope that we can inspire the future generations of the One for One Foundation as well as the Human Rights Law Clinic to continue this
Hi
work.
guys, welcome back. Now we are about to go to the reflective segment of our program where each member of the Hope for the Homeless will just share a little bit about their experience.
My experience in the project was very enlightening. I've come to realize that homeless persons lack this numbness. They basically don't have that human touch from others. They've never gotten a shake from someone, they've never gotten a hug, or even a good afternoon or a good day. And in a world, such a negative world like that, they still try to remain positive, and I thought that was very good.
This project was very eye-opening for me. It's no lie that homelessness is an issue affecting our society in Trinidad and Tobago. And before this project, I wouldn't pay a second thought to a homeless person if I passed them on the streets. However, now I've learned that everyone has a story and we need to appreciate that everyone has different circumstances and some of those circumstances may be well on someone's control.
I realized that certain words definitely take on a whole different meaning. Like simple words like poverty, hunger, thirst. For me, poverty is simply not being able to afford like the latest makeup palette that comes out. But poverty for these people is not having money to even buy like a doubles or even water. Hunger for me is surviving a 2-hour class and getting hungry within an hour. But hunger for them is not having a meal for a whole amount of days. So in doing this project, you really see the different meaning that certain words take on. And as a
I can say in my life that I have a lot to be grateful for, but at the end of each day, you'll hear me complaining about something. We started this project to help and impact the lives of homeless persons, but I can honestly say that at the end of this project, they have impacted my life and my attitude. I say this because when we talk to the homeless persons, each one of them had something positive to say.
Okay guys, we're about to go on a short break, but we promise we'll be right back with more stuff for you on the Hope for the Homeless show. Join us in a little bit.
Unfortunately, we have reached the end of our program, but we would like to thank all those persons who have helped us along the way. First of all, we would like to thank God for giving us the strength and the perseverance to see this project through. Also, I would like to thank my team members, Darius, Ashely, and Anessa, because without them, this project would not have happened.
We would also like to thank Mr. Jason Natu for giving us the opportunity to undertake this project and for his continued guidance and support throughout it. And we would also like to thank the principal of the Woodland Law School, Ms. Miriam Samhu, for giving us the green light to undertake this project.
We would also like to thank the One for One Foundations for graciously taking us under their wings and being there for us every step of our project.
We'd also like to thank anyone else who has contributed to our project in any form or fashion. Thank you for making it the success it has been. In particular, we'd like to thank Mr. Andrew Ramjan, who actually filmed this entire session with us today. We'd also like to thank the homeless persons. Without them, there would be no hope for the homeless, and we'd like to thank them for opening up to us in the way they did. Well, guys, that's the end of our show for today. But make sure to catch our rerun on the Hugh Law School Human Rights website. The link would be included below for you to follow. So until next time, see you guys. Take care.
Bye! So guys, be like, oh, so I look up. So I do the whole look up thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So hi guys, welcome back and what's in us?
Okay guys, we're about to take a short break, but we promise we'll be right back with more of the Hope for the Homeless show.
Like thank God, because if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have brought all 4 of us here together. And he gave us the strength and the perseverance to see this project through.
Reisa!
My project.
Injuries.
Injuries on set.
So today we are here with David Ram.
point, we just want to thank everyone who helped us along the way. First of all, we'd like to thank the One for One Foundation for... I'm sorry.
Like why we chose this project. So this,
Okay,
this is basically that.
Can we still gonna sing it?
Well, you know.
Like a performance
No, Reisa, stop it.
of the Ellen Show?
Okay, I want to pass.